What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Too Rich to Miss live YouTube show. Today we are going to be quickly talking about cryptocurrency. As usual, there's a lot going on out there, and on today's show I'm going to be telling you about why the market is on sale. Are you in? Let's hop into it.
The Too Rich to Miss podcast.
All right, y'all, welcome to the Too Rich to Miss podcast YouTube live show. Today, we are going to be talking about all type of things with cryptocurrency, and more specifically, why the market is on sale and what your proper mindset should be right about now on what's going on. But first and foremost, as we get started, as usual, make sure to come through and follow me on Too Rich to Miss right here on YouTube. And also be sure to follow me over here on Twitter, on Too Rich to Miss on Twitter. Always have a lot of articles and different things that are posted out here. And also all of my traders out there that's already getting it in and it's already got those gains. Be sure you look into CryptoTrader.tax, a real good tool that can help you out. Get some things done, and you'll get a discount if you click on that link right there as well. So always got some things going on the Twitter feed, so do be sure to check that out and follow me over there on Twitter. Now let's get right into the markets, and also be sure to check out the podcast every week. Got a podcast coming out this week about mindset. That'll be dropping on Saturday as usual. All right, so let's hop right into it and let's look at the markets. The markets are on sale. Look at what we have here. And let's go through and just refresh it right here for the recording. And this is where we are right now as of the recording of this video. So as you can see, everything is in red with the exception of a few things here. Let's see, who is this over here? In the deep green that we have here, we have UMA that's in the green. That's up by 2.57%. OMG is up 6%. Digibyte is up 10%. Who else we got this up? DAI is up 1.37%. EOS is up, what was that? That's up 4.3%. Who else is over here? CDI is up 0.85%, and Arweave, I hadn't looked into any of these, just looking at who's up. All right, and like I said, look, when the market is down in red like this is the time when, from a DCA, or if you're DCAing your way, if you're a long-term hodler, if you're in this to really look at what are going to be the projects that's going to last through all of this nonsense, you're seeping through all of this deep red stuff, and you're looking for different protocols and different coins that are going to last and going to be here when all of this nonsense is over, and when people stop buying hot dog coins and sushi coins and kitties and all this other old, good God Almighty help me. And when all of this nonsense gets out the way and the market matures, then it's, the projects that are really built to last and that will really have actual use cases that actually have partnerships with real world working solutions that are actually going to improve or change the market or solve a problem, which is one of the things that I like to look for in a coin just personally. Days like today, all of this red just means that the market is on sale. And if you like a good sale, then and if you actually are a thinking investor, you realize that you make money when you buy. You know what I'm saying? You make your money when you buy. This is when the millionaires are made, when you're going through and you're looking at solid projects that are down 19.85% Polkadot, with all of the things that Polkadot has going on. When you're looking at projects like Chainlink, with all of the different projects and different partnerships that they have going on. When you look at who else we got here, Tron is down, has a pullback, but Tron has a lot of things going on in the DeFi space and the decentralized finance space, and people are going over and doing a lot of things on Tron. So let's see what else we got here. Kusama, that's built on top of the Polkadot network. That's part of the Polkadot ecosystem. I mean, so there are projects that are floating all through here that are really intriguing. Where's my other little project? Loop Ring. I hear people talking about Loop Ring. I don't know about Loop Ring. Where's my other project that's down, that's doing a lot of Ren, down 15%. Who else do I have that I wanted to talk about? Aave or Aave. Aave only down 1.6%. They are doing some massive things in the decentralized finance space. When it starts to talk about lending, we're talking about collateralized loans. We're talking about they're going down a very, very, very good road. As far as what they are really, 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 really going to be, what they're going to be growing into. So we're talking about, flash loans. We're talking about borrowing. So, and all of these things are right on Aave. We're not going into that, but I said all of that to use Aave as an example of something that I look at as far as solving an actual problem and building up onto, solving an actual problem using cryptocurrency and using not only cryptocurrency, but blockchain technology. So that's just my little slight spiel on that. But the market is on sale. And with the market being on sale, like I said, the best thing to do is go find DYOR, find the projects that you like, that work and are great for you, and that you believe in, that you have done your research on, that you think are going to be great, that you feel like solves a problem, and you go through and you invest and find those coins. I guarantee you there's very few green, there's not too much green on the map today. So there's a lot of great projects that you can get on sale. Now let's go through and talk about this yield farming thing that they got going on here. And I'm telling people, I'm just being the one to say, be careful out here and don't get wrecked. Now, I'm going to go through and let's go through and just talk about this for a moment so that we can give some perspective. And I just like people to think. So, and I want people to think about this. Now we're going to be talking about, I'm going to read through this and then we'll kind of go back and unpack it a little bit. Once again, and I want people to think. That's the whole point in me having rich, relevant conversations. I want you to think about what's going on and be careful with what you're doing with this stuff here. Check this out. Yearn.finance, an automated DeFi yielding protocol, has recently launched the latest Y-Vault strategy, YETH. Y-Vault strategies are a set of predefined actions that allow users to deposit funds and have them automatically sent to liquidity pools where high yield interest and additional token rewards are earned. The YETH Vault was launched on September 2nd, along with the YWETH Vault and a few other updates. The YWETH Vault is equivalent to the YETH Vault, but uses wrapped ETH, an ERC20 token pegged and backed by ETH. Okay, now wrapped ETH, an ERC20 token pegged and backed by ETH. Okay, now keep that in mind. Now, according to a recent client newsletter by Delphi Digital, the YETH Vault strategy has 4 major steps. Now, think about this. 1, first, ETH is deposited, then is used as collateral to acquire DAI. ETH deposited acquires DAI. Through MakerDAO, at a 200% collateralization rate. Interest is earned and the DAI is sent to Curve Finance, a stable coin liquidity pool. Okay, now let's just kind of, and granted, when I look at this, a part of me is like, do you really care how the card works as long as the card works? A part of me says not really, but then it's very important to understand how something works so that you can really be able to understand the risk. Now, it's backed by ETH. Okay, cool. ETH is then used as collateral to get DAI. DAI is then sent to Curve. Curve, then the DAI that's sent to Curve is then locked, and interest from the DAI that came from the ETH is now a Curve token. This Curve token is then sold, I guess, eventually for Ether, which is reallocated back to the vault. All right. Now, yeah, I'm just leaving this up on the screen just because, yeah, that's a bit much. And once again, the thought is, do you care how the card works as long as the card works? A part of me says no, but on the same token, okay, the cryptocurrency market is a very volatile market. I mean, when it goes up, it's going up. A day like today, this is normal. This is nothing. This is just what it does. A pullback like this is just what happens in crypto. So, this is nothing. This is what it is. It's a roller coaster. Let's go. So long term is what we're looking at. But this is my thought. While I'm locking up my ETH. My ETH is then acquiring another token that's being locked to acquire another token. And, my thought is, okay, what if we start to get what if we get back into a bear market and everything crashes by 70%? What if one of these tokens crash? What if the DAI token crashes for some reason? What happens if the Curve token crash? What happens if the liquidity pool is drained by no fault of nobody on the platform but is hacked? Or what if there's just a bad developer or some sort that gets a bad employee or something? Let's just give everybody the benefit of the doubt. It says just a bad apple that comes in. What's what is this? There's a lot of working pieces in here. And I guess being a and yes, we're looking at this right. It says the Y Vault strategy has an interest rate of 90% and a 0.5 withdrawal fee which is then distributed to YFI token holders. Yeah, now there's 90% that I do want you to keep in mind as well. That's spread that's based on annual performance, and that's also based on the amount of people and the amount of capital that's in the pool. So depending on the amount of capital that's in the pool, that 90% can go down because this is and once again, this is also based on performance. Now, I like the way the Daily Gwei put it. And this is about the most simplest way to try to uncomplicate this thing. And this is just a little picture of the Y Vault, of the YETH vault. And as of this video, when I pulled this up, the YETH vault launched less than 24 hours ago, according to this article. Already had 70,000 ETH locked up in it. Now, once again, I'm all about liquidity. I'm all about liquidity, because the more liquidity there's over in the cryptocurrency market and in the decentralized finance market, then the more it can grow and be able to really provide more of the services that will be beneficial to all of us going forward. But this is a lot. So let's simply try to break this down, and let me tell you how. And this is probably about kind of as simple as it's going to get. So how does it work? It's pretty simple, really. You deposit your ETH or wrapped ETH into the YETH or YWETH vault. The vaults take your ETH and puts it into a MakerDAO CDP/vault. It then draws DAI against this ETH at a 200% collateralization ratio, puts that DAI into Curve Finance's Y pool, which is a liquidation pool, in order to farm CRV plus trading fees, and then recycles the CRV and trading fees into ETH by buying more of it on the open market. Now, once again, my thought is, I know that it's saying here that they're at 200% collateralization ratio. What percentage does this have to go down to before it's liquidated? And if the position is liquidated because your collateralization goes down because this goes down, or the DAI goes down, or something happens to the liquidity pool, I like that's just intriguing. So be very, very careful. Be very careful if y'all out there messing around with this stuff. Take profits. As soon as you get them, take them. As soon as you get profits in this stuff, take your profits. Protect your investment and your capital at all times. Of course, we all will know that you should never invest anything that you can afford to lose. But on the same token, nobody gets out here to lose money. So be careful out here. And be careful out here. And it's intense. But I could be being a little too conservative. Okay. I would prefer to be conservative and maintain my capital than to be too aggressive and rush out and get wrecked. So, I'm aggressive because obviously I'm out here talking about crypto, but I want everybody to be careful out here as well. Now, I'm over here on CoinDesk looking at the history of Bitcoin for the year. And this is an inspiration and meant to be motivation as I talk about Bitcoin. And I talk about the market being on sale. Overall, the returns year to date for Bitcoin as of the recording of this video is 45.23%. All of you stock people that are a long time holding your stock portfolio, what you do last year? So sure, it's gonna move here. It's gonna have some pullbacks and ups and downs, and it happens. The swings over here in cryptocurrency are major. But at the end of it all, still up 45.23% year to date, and we haven't even got started yet. So the future is bright as far as this world is concerned, and all you got to do is just look at what's going on in the economy. And I was even looking back. I found this article right here, and we'll end on this. This article is back from, let's see, this was in 2017, right? And it's going over the price history of Bitcoin at that time. At the time, it just look at all of these dips and spikes. Like it's up, it's down, it's up, it's sideways, it's down, and then it just swings all the way up, And then look at this. Before it goes to 3,000, it drops here. After it hits 3,000, it drops and then shoots all the way up here, comes down, and then from here, this only stops at 2017. We know the all-time high is almost 20 grand. So, I mean, or 18, 19,000, you know, but you get the picture. So this is a long game. Be patient. And as always, as I wrap this one up, be sure to make sure you go through and use my link and go to Crypto.com, because when you not only use my link, you will get an additional $50 for utilizing the link. They are still currently, let us see. Yep, they are still waiving the fee to buy crypto. So not only is the market on sale, if you go through and download the cryptocurrency app, you can get 0 fees when you buy any of these great solid coins. They have over 55 of them. And you can also, when you use the link in the description below, you can also get $50 as well. Thank you so much for checking out the show today, the Too Rich to Miss podcast live. I will catch you tomorrow, maybe the day after, depending on what the market is doing. Find you something on sale out there in the market and start to go and lock in these good money positions now. After the market goes up, you'll be happy you did. Peace.
The Too Rich to Miss podcast.